Hi guys, welcome to Keto Youngin's Kitchen. So today I'll be showing you how to bake a red velvet cake. If you've been following my journey since I started keto on Instagram, you know I just turned 1 year on keto just this week, and like, to me 1 year is a big deal. So I was like, yeah, I need to celebrate 1 year on keto. So I was like, yeah, why not just bake myself a cake? So today I'll be showing you the process on baking a keto red velvet cake. As you can see, I have everything set up there, and we're just going to go into the baking process. If you want to see, stay tuned. Today I'm making a red velvet cake. So to make the red velvet cake, I have 3/4 cup of melted butter here. I have 1 cup of Greek yogurt. I use the Phage Greek yogurt. I have 2 cups of almond flour. I have 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder. I have 1 tablespoon of xanthan gum here, and I will go in with 2 tablespoons of baking powder. And this is my lovely lupin flour. Ever since I discovered lupin flour, like, I love it so much. It's such a game changer for baking on keto. So I have 2 cups of lupin flour. So I'm going to do 2:2. 2 cups almond, 2 cups lupin. And we're going to go into the wet ingredient. So for the wet ingredient, still on it, I have six eggs here. So I'm going to beat that up, 6 eggs. And I will be using my vanilla extract and my red food coloring for the red color for the red velvet cake. So let's get mixing. So I'm going to start off with the eggs. So I'm going to do the eggs just like that, and I'm going to add 1 cup of my monkfruit sweetener and half a cup of allulose. So I'm first going to go in with my allulose. So this is allulose. I don't know if you have tried allulose before, but yeah, I like to mix it in my baking. So I'm going to go with half a cup. I am going in with half a cup of allulose. So that's half a cup. And of my Lakanto monk fruit sweetener. And I'm going to add 2 tablespoons. So the red color I'm using is a liquid one. So I am going to add it to the wet ingredients. So this is 2 tablespoons of my red color. That's 1 and 2. And I will add 1 tablespoon of my vanilla extract. There we go. And I will add in my 1 cup of Greek yogurt and just basically whisk everything together. Dry ingredients, I have 2 cups of almond flour, 2 cups of lupin flour, 3 tablespoons of my cocoa powder, and I would have 2 tablespoons of my baking powder. Just give everything a good mix. It's a big batch. So give everything a good mix gently, just keep stirring it until it's all mixed in nicely. Okay, I think this is well incorporated now. So now I'm going to put in the liquid mixture already, the wet ingredients. This is so beautiful. Look at that. And I'm just going to mix everything together with a hand whisk. So because it's my 1-year keto anniversary, obviously I decided to bake my cake in the shape of the number 1. This is the mixture of the cake, and I'm just going to transfer it into the cake pan. I've already greased the cake pan so it can release easily once it's done baking, but I'm just going to gently put the cake mixture in there. I'm going to put it in the oven for about 40 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so the cake has been baking and the cake is done. Look how beautiful that looks. So all we're going to do is to just flip it over, and then we would have the cake in a pack. It's pretty hot, so we're just going to leave this to cool. While this is cooling, go on to make the frosting for our cake. So for the frosting for the cake, I'm going to use a bigger bowl because I don't know how much frosting I'm going to make. It's a pretty large cake. So to make the frosting, I'll be using mascarpone cheese. I prefer mascarpone for frosting because it has a more creamy consistency, but if you don't have mascarpone, you can use cream cheese. So I just used 1 cup. So I already scooped 1 cup of my mascarpone in here, and I'm going to be using 3 tablespoons of heavy cream. So 3 tablespoons heavy cream. And then I would use half a cup of my powdered sweetener. So what I do with the frosting is I prefer the powdered sweetener because it actually goes in very, very easy. So I would use half a cup. For the sweetener is to your preference. If you want it more sweeter, go on to add more sweetener. So this is half a cup of my powdered sweetener. Then I would use 1 teaspoon of my vanilla extract. So this is half a teaspoon. I meant half a teaspoon of my vanilla extract. That goes in there. And I would use just a drop of my red food color. I just want to have a pink shade to my frosting. I don't want it too red, So just a drop. Okay, so that was 2 drops. If I want the color to be more brighter, I could go in to add more. So now all we're going to do is to just whisk everything in here, and I would show you what it looks like after. Okay, so I'm going to frost my cake. My frosting is ready, and I'm just going to first of all put a good layer on it before I go into put my design. So yes, because I'm 1 year on keto, I was like, I'm going to bake myself a cake with the number 1. So it's not hard. You just have to make sure you're having a good layer of the frosting on it, and make sure everything is nice and smooth. Okay, so I've already put a first layer of the icing on it, and I went ahead to add more color, so it has a different color. It's more pink. And honestly speaking, all I'm going to do is to just squeeze this on here and just draw a flower like that. I just have to be careful with it, and I will do one more here. And maybe one here. And I'm going to switch the tip, and I'm going to use another tip to help give me another design. I already cut up some strawberries, and I'm just adding some more color to the cake, having it just so it can have a lovely design. Okay, and I have some Chuck Zero chocolate here as well, and I'm just gonna put that in there, and then possibly put one here as well. Just going with the flow. This is the end result of my 1 year anniversary cake. Like, look how beautiful it is. I am so happy it turned out so great. If you want to make this cake, I'll put all the ingredients list down in the description section. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And yes, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. See you.